Hey guys, what's up? So here playing some Kerbal Space Program. This is my third attempt at trying to make this video. Everything. First time my cat messed me up. Second time my computer crashed. So hopefully third time's a charm, they say. But as you can tell by the title, this is just gonna be a simple video on how to get into orbit. It's very simple after a while, and sometimes monotonous after you've been doing it for so long. But I do have quite a bit of mods installed, but I'm not going to use them for the sake of being simple. But I'm just gonna all stock with this, and it really doesn't take that much to get into orbit. But first things first, you kind of want to think about safety, and I hope it didn't crash. Alright, yeah, see, I got a lot of parts installed, or a lot of mods installed, so it does take a while to load and stuff. But first things first, you want to think about safety, so you tilt. No, it's under structure. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to make a simple launch escape tower. Just they're pretty cool and stuff. And they are very simple to build on your own. I mean, I do have some mods for it, but it comes with the Nova Punch mod, I think it is, that comes with a launch escape tower. Well, I know for sure that FASA comes with one for the Mercury spacecraft, but we're not going to be using those. So just get a simple decoupler, place it on like that. Not that one. That one's, could use that one, was too big. Yeah, we'll just stick with this one. Okay, and now we need some Separatrons to be able to fire it up. I guess I can show you some simple action. Yeah, see, here's the Mercury launch escape tower. It's gonna look similar, but using stock parts can't look exactly quite the same. Sorry about the loading. I got a really slow computer. A lot of parts installed. Which, when the 0.22 update comes out, which it looks amazing so far, I'm going to go stop for a while and just be all simple. Alright, but when you're making a launch escape tower, you want to hold shift and the S key and tilt them back somewheres. Otherwise, the exhaust from the Separatrons will be pushing down on your spacecraft and neutralizing out the thrust from the Separatrons, so you'll just stay in place and not go anywhere. That's important. And now back to structure. Can't go away. And now we're going to put a decoupler on underneath the spacecraft. It's going so then it can separate away from the fuel and everything and actually get to safety. Okay, so this, and now it's first things first. This can go up here on the top, 0. Okay. Now action groups. I'm gonna loot. Okay, now you want to go to abort, which you can also hit the backspace key as a hotkey for the abort action group, and you're gonna click on these. And since I had set it on symmetry mode, it's going to select all of them for me and toggle engines. Simple as that. And I'm going to click this and decouple. So then it'll fire away from the rocket. Okay, now let's go back to parts. Oh, actually, I might as well assign one more action group on custom 1. So then I can just get rid of this, toggle engine, and decouple. So then once I separate from my stacks, I can get rid of the launch escape tower. Okay, but on to actually getting into orbit and building a simple spacecraft to do it. We are going on with the safety. We need a way to get back down, so with that we shall use parachutes, because slamming into ground hurts, not very fun. Sorry about this slow computer, use my laptop. And you can also hit X to toggle symmetry, and I'm just going to put on 2. I could just use 1, but because I want to equalize out the stuff, I'm going to use 2. Put in smooth snap. Angle snap, I usually keep it on that because it makes everything a lot more easier, putting in precise and make everything equal. But I don't need it. Okay, now onto this, the actual propulsion part, all the way to the back for stock parts. Okay, I don't need that. Okay, since it's just a really simple rocket, I'm just going to get a moderate sized the medium small one. And I want to get these smaller engine that doesn't have thrust vectoring, because once on your upper stages, you really don't really need thrust vectoring. And I'm doing this. You can copy stuff by holding, oh, my bad, not control, shift, I think. No, what am I doing? Yep, it's alt. What am I? You can hold alt to copy stuff. It makes it a lot easier with decouplers because I don't feel like going all the way back. Okay, now that we got that, I'm going to place one more fuel tank. A long one. You know what? Let's go. Let's be fancy with this. Why not? Let's use the .21 parts because they are amazing. Right here. Quad decoupler. Now let's go back to propulsion, and let's go all the way back again. Fun, ain't it? And that automatically wins entry for me, I guess. Okay, place one more set, and now I shall get the engines. These ones, they don't have as much thrust, but they are vectoring, so kind of reduces the need for RCS or reaction control systems. And to make sure it stays in place, struts. These will be your best friend in this game, trust me. If anything goes wrong, it needs more struts. Okay, so now get my staging right. Okay, that's this. Get that right there. Okay, so these 4 engines are going to fire, and then it decouples up here, and then this engine fires, and then these, just don't worry about those. Although, I'm going to copy one of these. Although, to help with the separation of this stage, I am going to put separatrons on it. So if I get these right, might as well put it like this. Yeah, I'm rotating stuff with the WSAD. Took me a while to find that out at first. Place those there. Get these 4 and pull them down to where the stage separates. So then when I press space to decouple this, these separatrons are going to fire, and it will bring this thing back. So then I don't. If lucky, it might come out of orbit. If not, then oh well. Okay, so I do think that this shall be enough to get in orbit, plenty enough. So we shall launch it, and if I can, I'm going to pause the video here because it tends to crash when with my video recorder, it tends to like to crash. So I'm just gonna pause here, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, alright, I'm back, and like I predicted, it did take forever to load. So well, we're here. It took me forever, for you guys to just an instant. And to show you how my launch escape system tower works, well, first of all, let's make a quick save here, so then I don't have to worry about pressing space and going back. I'll just hit F9, which I just realized is my stop recording button. I'm a genius, but it'll be fine. Okay, so we go here, and to show you how the launch escape system works, I hit backspace, and it should. There we go. And that should bring me away from any danger of the spaceship blowing up or anything of that sort. So as soon as I get my staging going through, there we go. Crap. Alright, only some for you, Jeb. Okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't have opened up my parachutes because it stopped, because it seen me as, oh, let me see, hold on, sorry. Ah, Jebediah, like a boss. Alright, well, what I was saying is that still going up, the way that parachutes work is that they automatically cut themselves when you go 0 meters per second. Since I was moving up, the parachutes opened and slowed me down to 0 meters per second, to where they then cut themselves off. But this kind of shows you how it works, the launch escape system. But so we can tell that we're gonna land safely, so let's just revert the flight. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry I skipped that last part for you guys, but I just landed and restarted. So now onto what the actual video is about. Man, I sidetracked a lot during this, but the actual main video: how to put a spacecraft in orbit. Simple as this, really. All right, well, now let's just press space, throttle up, and start lifting off the ground. Oh, and you press T to toggle SAS, which is your stabilization, so you don't tip over anything. And Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, back on to... Oops. Alright, now back onto the actual video again. Alright, so... The SAS to stabilize. See, with these bottom stages, I think since the gyroscopes are so far up here that it should be enough to keep it stable. And, so that's why I don't have thrust vectoring on these, and they're more fuel efficient, so... Wait, no, these ones do have thrust vectoring. I'm thinking this is the one without thrust vectoring, because of the gyroscopes up here. But, as you look, this is why Jebediah is everybody's favorite. No matter what, you can be crashing into the moon, and you'd sit there and smile, just a smile away. Doing IVA, inter-vehicle activity. I like this. Now, I don't know if this actually works. Oh, yes it does. Okay, so you can click and drag that up and down. Press C to get out of this. And, continue with our voyage open space. Sorry for the poor frame rates again, bad laptop and stuff. Sorry, I'm not much for a person that knows what to talk about. That looks nice. But something I do like right here, if I go out here, it's so clear and lags at none at all. On my hold on, let me throttle down. I want to stay around. I usually don't want to go above 100 meters per second because it's more drag than you are getting lift. And let's let that drop. But on my other account, I've been playing for fun for a while. I think I have, what, 60 something flights in progress right now, so it lags so much when I'm in this screen. And it's awesome not to have to lag. And, I'm going to start barely doing my gravity turn right now. Just go to about 90-degree angle. And, continue. And now that, if anybody watches Scott Manley, and please don't yell at me because I know this, because at 10,000 meters, you usually want to start like your actual major gravity turn. And that's what speed up because I do have another stage. And maybe sooner or later I'll do a tutorial how to get to that big old place over there. After a while, I remember I struggled so hard on getting to the moon, just getting in the water for that matter. But I think I have pretty sufficient way of getting there. And by sufficient way of getting in, I really mean I kind of stole everybody else's way of getting into orbit and stuff. Like you notice, if you watch NASA launches and stuff, they always tip over like a little bit immediately after launch. And that is for safety reasons. And that's like if something happens and when they drop the stages and stuff, it'll land it, it falls in the Atlantic and doesn't land on somebody's house, for example. I do like to keep my resources tab open. That's me out a lot. So, pretty good so far. Oh, and I knew that there is a runway on this island, and since the 0.21 update, they have changed it to where now it's a green runway and a bit harder to land on, I noticed. Which I don't know why this area right here just reminds me of Hawaii. Like the big island, I don't know, and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know if it's just me or anybody else, but it's, just simple. Yeah. I mean, I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 5 and Battlefield 4 to come out. They look amazing. I heard that with Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5, I mean, that if you actually on multiplayer when you talk into the mouse, the mic, your character's lip actually moves with it. Okay, 100 kilometers, about fair. And now, since we're this high up, the launch escape tower is not going to do me any good, so I can watch that fly away. Since I do have the lasers mod installed, it will normally disappear after 2.4, but it'll keep going on after, I think, like, maybe, what is it? Maybe 20 kilometers, I think it might disappear. I don't know, I guess we'll keep an eye out for that. But we could speed time up a little bit. And when does it disappear? I think it might not. Yeah, past 20 kilometers now. Something else, you just click this right here. if you right click, it will like it will add on that one. If you left click it, it'll focus only on that. But I like to be able to view everything. So, oh, space music starting. I really hope that the audio doesn't mess up with this one, because that happens so many times. Alright, so yeah, it's crashing back, no debris. But yeah, every time that I keep trying to record a video, something with the audio always messes up. Every time. Okay. I should probably drop this stage just because it's a little fuel left, but nah, I'm gonna use it till its last drop. Because I need to be more efficient and stuff. I wonder how long I've been recording. Probably too long, but it don't matter. If YouTube doesn't allow me to upload it, I'll just cut some stuff out, like where I'm just rambling on, like right now and stuff. Okay, it's always more efficient to burn once you're like at your apoapsis or periapsis or apogee, perigee. That's always the most efficient times to burn. And I like to keep my apoapsis right where I am, which is what I'm doing right now. Just probably turn on my SAS. Okay, so I just now heard my stage go off, so for space. Okay, should probably turn on fine controls or SAS. Space. As I'm bringing my apogee more towards my spacecraft, you can see as the orbit will actually start expanding further. It makes it more efficient of a burn. How much is this? 100 kilometers? Yeah. Oh. Oopsies. Whatever. It's just a tutorial. Doesn't matter. But yeah, man. I was right. The Cybertrons actually did cause this thing to come back into the atmosphere, or not just atmosphere. It's actually colliding with it. So I think I did pretty good. You're next. Sitting there staring at me, and just because I can, I'm going to try to land somewhat near the KSC or Kerbal Space Center, so let's go around on our first orbit. And I think I want to do a historical mission. I might do a season of that, or well, I'm not sure what I should call them. Like, I won't say let's play, but it's not really a let's play because it's just a certain thing. It's probably made my orbit a little bit higher. There we go. Now that map, the apoapsis, I can only do this for so long though. Yep, now back down to 50. When in real life, you'd want to go in very shallow so that you don't burn up on re-entry, but since it's Kerbal Space Program, the heat isn't really entered in yet, so I'm going to start my burn around here. And face my retrograde marker, which is the opposite of direction of velocity. And so I turn that way. Oops. Sorry about the lag. There we go. When I look at the planet, it always creates me to lag, or causes me to lag. No idea why, guys. So lock myself in position right here. Back out to this mode. Sorry if you don't like this mode. This helps out a lot when you're doing orbital stuff. And that's good right there. And face north to raise my inclination some. And there we go. There we go. I think that's good enough right there. Okay, maybe just a wee bit further west, because I had to take in the atmospheric drag and the planet's rotation. And from that, it looks like I'll probably land somewhere around here. Okay, that's plenty, I think. I hope. Okay, well, let's open up, set my decoupler, which is right here. Open that up right there and decouple. Decouple. There we go. I hope I didn't just miss it. Okay, good. Didn't miss it. Hey, kitty. Lay down by me. So now we continue, and now in preparation for re-entry. Oh. Going to face retrograde. Let's turn on fine controls by pressing caps lock. As you can see now, they're blue. So, man, that's what I hate about just controlling the capsule, is how fast it spins around because of all the torque and less weight. Okay, there we go. Now we can speed this up. Okay, ×4. Ooh. Okay, I might have fallen a wee bit short. Dang. That's fine, I guess. Okay, let me stop the physics work, so stop shaking like that. Okay, whatever. Okay, well now the re-entry is coming in, so maybe not. Yep, there we go. The beloved re-entry heat. Unless you're playing with Deadly re-entry, which I am not, but I do want to install that later on, because it is fun. Makes it more difficult and challenging. You know, I actually might land on target. So that's the Kerbal Space Center right there, and what I think is the Hawaiian Islands. Oh, and this like that's obviously representing Africa, and I think that this is like well, it's over here, but it reminds me of Korea for some reason. If you kind of think about it, it does represent this like the Kerbin. It kind of represents Earth and its Pangea state, which I mean, at least that's how it seems for me. Yeah, I am going to land around here. Okay, that's a wee bit short, but you know, within a couple kilometers, I think I did pretty good. What does this go to? Oh, that's what just drag this down here. Get rid of the extra weight, why not? Okay, well I can drag these. Okay, maybe not. Come on, game, make up your mind. Here we go. Space. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, there we go. Now, as you can see, I'm just going to land safely. Get rid of the SAS. But yeah, that's the tutorial for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, a like would be appreciated. And if you loved it, I guess subscribe. You know, that'd be nice. But thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.